Yo, what's good? How y'all feeling in the YouTube land, man? So listen, right? You know, a lot of people have been thoroughly confused by my actions in recent years. I keep seeing some weird shit in the reflection. That shit bothering me. But yeah, so a lot of people been confused about my actions and the way I go about things in recent years, because you know, you got all types of different things. You got some people that's like, yo, you too old to rap, and you know, that's typical. Like, they call it ageism or some shit like that, and it only happens in hip-hop. Pardon. Shit don't really happen in like other genres, but you know, that's one of the many things with the black community that's nasty work. But you know, I could talk about that forever. We not here to talk about that. So yeah, so and then you have other people that's like, yeah, you could rap, it don't matter your age, but you supposed to be doing this, that, and the third. And you know, I say this all the time, don't be the caveman trying to fight Iron Man. So, and what I mean by that is, you can't be a primitive dude throwing rocks at a nigga who got a proton cannon. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gonna throw your rock. If you don't miss, the shit is gonna bounce off his armor, and then he's gonna hit you with the proton cannon, and you're gonna disintegrate and die quick. You know what I mean? Nothing. He gonna fly off and go to his next battle. And what I mean is, you know, a lot of people, they approach me and they're like, yo, you need to be performing at this show. Yo, you need to be building with the DJs. Yo, you should be in this spot getting that look. Take a picture with this celebrity. Chase this celebrity down. Let him hear your music. And it's like, you know, it's not 1995, right? You know we got social media, right? You know there's Facebook ads, right? You know there's an algorithm that will bring your good content to the audience that wants it, right? So why are we putting the saddle before the horse? That's not the right term, but basically, let's not move backwards if we can gain the most amount of attention, because the first thing you need in any business is the attention of the potential customers. So why wouldn't we go to the source that can bring us the most potential customers, the most eyes, the most attention? You go into a local spot, or even if you go to a big spot, you go to the biggest spot in your city, you are still limited to how many people are in that venue at any given time. So even a super big venue that holds 1,000 people, only those 1,000 people can see and interact with you, no matter, and they still may not. No matter how good your shit is, you are limited to the 1,000 people in that spot. Where you put something online, if that shit is dope, it's gonna spread like wildfire and can hit it can go across the world. So it's just unclear to me why I still have to have these arguments with people in 2025. It's not 1995, it's 2025. Like the internet is a real thing. This is not the dial-up AOL shit anymore. Like, we got AI now. Like, please catch up. I need y'all to stop telling me to implement 1995 tactics. No, I'm not going to the corner store and starting a cipher. I'm not battling nobody on a corner. Like, There's real money out here. Social media has replaced the insane amount of money that you would have needed to advertise your music and put up flyers everywhere, and you see what I'm saying? Like, so let's not move backwards. Let's make sense. Let's be smart about this. So that's one. Like, so now, and anybody can do this. Anybody can go viral. Viral is the I don't want to say low-hanging fruit, but viral is easy now. Do you have a system in place to go viral and then capitalize off the virality? That's what it comes down to. Do you have a system in place to go viral several times? Do you have shit to sell when you go viral? Because there's people who have gone viral, million people watch their video. They don't got no merch. They don't got nothing to follow up with. No, so you got a million eyes. It's like you got a million people to come in your store, but ain't shit in the store to sell. It don't make sense. So when I'm learning to make beats, people are attacking me, talking about, yo, why you learning that? We got producers. I can't wait on the producer. I have to be able to own my operation. I learned that from Russ. That's one of the key points. One of the key points of this video. I'm saying it late, but that's a key point in this video. Owning the means of operation within your business. What are the means of operation within the business of a rapper? The key thing a rapper needs is to make music, rap on these beats. That means you need a producer. You need someone to mix and master. And you need the equipment in place to record. So now, once you have that, and I'm not saying you can't work with anybody, because there's always some doofy person jumping, but what about if this person do it better than you, or you need to free up time? When it's time to free up time and you have a budget for better producers, yeah, go to them. But in the beginning, being able to make your own beats and record yourself is crucial, because producers aren't cheap, and you gotta respect people's time. Ain't nothing wrong with them for not being cheap. It makes sense. Engineers are not cheap. I was told a mix and master is, that's $150, and that's the low end. That's the low end for that. That's one track. So let's say you want exclusive rights on, this is one song, remember that. So you want exclusive rights on the beat, and we going low end. That's $200. This is low end. This is very low end, $200. Then you want it mixed and mastered, $150. You gotta, we forgot to even record it in the first place. So to record it in the first place, that's another. You want one song, let's say you're gonna need at least 2 hours. Most studios got a 2-hour minimum. So it's a low end studio, let's say it's $30. So where we at right now? 2 plus 150, that's $350. So we spent $410 on one song already. You see how that math is? So now you want to create a whole project. Now, like I said, this is low end. So if we stay at that low end, where you may not be getting the best beats, the best mixes, and the best sounding quality of song because the equipment is probably cheap, you spent $410 on one song. What if you want a 7-song project? Now, I'm not the best in math, but you see how quickly that adds up? One song costing you $410. So now, do you see why it's beneficial to own the means of operation? to be able to make your own beats, to be able to record yourself, to be able to mix and master your own tracks. You see how important that is? Look how quickly that money added up. Now, the second piece that I want to speak on, you know, we spoke about how you can go viral, and it's easy to do that at this point, and you know, we spoke about all of that. But now you went viral, but you don't have anything to sell. If I'm a fan of you, I want to support you. What can I buy? And a lot of y'all don't have anything. So, you know, that's another thing. I spent a couple years learning the clothing line game. You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to do that, and finding manufacturers that got quality stuff. So, you know, that's super important. And I think maybe I'm thinking too much like a record label. Maybe I'm thinking too much like a record label, but essentially all that means is I'm thinking like a business, because at the end of the day, if you're a rapper, you are a business, whether you like that or not. This shit is business. Unless you want to be one of those, oh, I just do the art ass niggas, and that's cool, but just know, more than likely, whoever is handling that other stuff is taking a significant portion. Like if you sign to a label, they going, you know what I mean? And they not wrong. They going to take like 85%, because they're handling the promo, they're handling the marketing, they're handling the merch, they're handling the means of operation, which is your recordings, mixing, mastering, production, and all of that shit. So, you know, it's fair. It's fair. So that's the second point. Having you know, some merch, some type of merch. You can diversify it however you want, but just know that's a key point. Now, to the third point, it's on some, you gotta understand, like, we moving into new times. So, pardon. We moving into new times. So the internet is very, very important, and people are creating what they call digital real estate online. So now this digital real estate essentially is like you creating a platform, and it can be done in many different ways, various ways, but just know, you know, that's how you make bread. You see what I'm saying? Like, example, the rapper Fabulous, he has 11 million, probably more at this point, on his Instagram. Now, a clothing line wants to get more clients, so they have a bag. They see the value. They're like, yo, he has 11 million and typically gets around 50K likes. So now it makes sense for them to pay him bread, because they're buying into the attention that he has. You see what I'm saying? So Fab's page, in a sense, is a platform. You also have the scenario where it's a platform like On the Radar. I don't know if y'all heard of On the Radar. I don't know who's watching, but you have a platform that's actually, there's no face of it. It's just a platform in which people can showcase their talents or whatever, you know, have an interview and things of that nature. You can do that. You can do it however you want to do it, but basically you want to have a platform, which is essentially like digital real estate. So I'm building these three things. I'm building all three of these things, and straight up and down, this shit is extremely difficult, and it's time consuming. So when people are so confused by my actions, it's like I'm probably just too far ahead, you know what I mean? Like, I had graphic designer Zomi You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, for my non-Flatbush, non-Haitian watchers, Zo means, that's basically like finesse or straight up stealing. Like, I paid a graphic designer, he didn't give me anything back in return. He kept my money. You know, he lives somewhere in Texas. So, you know, that, I don't know about you, but as an independent rapper, I don't have 350 to just be losing like that. But that's what happened. So I was very frustrated, but here came along AI with the art image generator. And when so you know, I tapped in. I'm always, I needed that. So when that popped up, I tapped in fully. And when it first popped up, it was very inadequate. Like, you type in a prompt and it would give you some pure nonsense. But a couple months later, it started becoming extremely excellent. And the thing is, it was charging. But then a couple months later after that, there was a free way to get that same quality. And as I keep going down this rabbit hole, I found ways to imitate different styles and insert myself into the imitator style. So it was like, oh wow, the future is something different. The future is something different. So we're at a point where I genuinely believe that one person can be a record label. I think that's personally where I'm headed. I know that this video, you didn't click on this for me because you don't know who I am. More cute, nigga, that's who I am. But yeah, you don't know who I am. But just the point is, understand that we're in very different times. So it's in your best interest, if you're an indie artist, it's in your best interest to tap in, to like focus up all the way, like fully focus up and tap in. Don't go to no parties, don't smash no shorties, family events, all of that gotta get clipped. I'm sorry, whoever family event, it don't matter. There's too many good things going on that if you are an indie artist and you haven't made it already, there's too many beneficial things going on for you to be with your head up your ass. There's too many fruitful things taking place for you to be in a party getting a dub. You see what I'm saying? Don't miss out on things that people in the prior times, generations before us, would have killed for and possibly never got their chance to be a indie artist that they may have wanted to be because the technology wasn't there. And you could be studying and learning this technology, but you're in the party sipping colorful drinks and shit like that. You don't do that to yourself. I just told you about the AI art image generator and how it could mimic people's style. I speak about that in another video. Don't do that to yourself. Don't not know Facebook ads and how powerful that is. Don't not understand marketing. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's too many tools out here, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. It's not, but there's too many tools. You saw the video with Tory Lanez where he was like, he cracked the code. Go look that up. Tory Lanez talking about cracking the code with his NFTs. So he sold the NFT, which is just a ledger on blockchain. I'm not going to talk about blockchain and all of that, but basically think of that as an online ledger, like a journal keeping track of what's going on, represented by a picture, which would be the graphic art or cover art for your music. When they buy that, you then gift them your music. No middleman. No middleman, because that's how the blockchain works. There's no middleman. So he made $1 million selling this NFT for $1. People could buy as much as they want. He made that in, I think he said, in a couple hours or some shit. So he completely erased the middleman. So now let's review. You can go viral on social media, have your shit set up. Now people see all your stuff, they start binging it. They want to buy an album. You sell it as an NFT. You have merch. Long story short, you got bread now. And you don't have to worry about somebody holding up your consistency or any plays or moves you have to do, because you own the means of operation. Oh, you need a beat? You need to hurry up and make this beat? You make your own beats. You gotta record? You could record in the crib. So, you know, I say that to say, circling back to how I started this video, it's not 1995. It's 2025. Move accordingly. You the caveman, or are you in your futuristic mech suit?